I speak from pure logic.
That, sir, is illogical.
Most illogical. Fascinating.
Welcome to another instructional video on how to use Spock's Club. In this video, we're going to go over all the tools and features of the battle log interface. This morning, somebody hit my floating ship, and I'm going to take that battle log, export it onto my computer from the game, and then we're going to show you how to import it into the Spock's Club battle log interface. And in the battle log interface, when you first bring it up, it comes into this management view, and up here is a spot where you can upload battle logs, and you can either click to find them, or it's usually a lot easier to just drag them onto here. So this battle log only went one round, so I won't go into the interface part of it, but once it's uploaded, then you have the option to come up here and give it a name and save it, and then that way you can have reference to it later. But this, again, like I said, only went one round. I'm not going to save it. I'm just going to go over here and find a battle log that can show some more details. So here's a 50 rare that we did as an alliance. And immediately you see a lot more details here. You can see all the different damage that each player did, and you can mouse over it and see who's who. There's also a key at the top. And if you scroll down, you're going to see this table that shows battle details. The Federation supply dock did not survive. We killed it. And you go into the battle summary. And in the battle summary, you can see details like how many rounds that player was alive. So Mad Machine and myself, we lasted 8 rounds, which is the entirety of the battle. That's also when the supply dock died. Busy Bee, he died at round 7, but you can see how many shots I fired, how many shots Mad Machine fired, so on and so forth. Then there's another tab here called Damage Done. It shows you a cumulative view of all the damage you've done. And then the reverse is true if you showed damage taken. And then there's a details tab that shows all the officer abilities that were in play, all the details about the ship that you would see in game when you scanned it, all that kind of information. And if you scroll down further, there are some nice little graphs you can play with. Right now it's showing my alliance versus the target, and how much damage we've done per round. You can change these chart types. There's a couple to choose from. Here's damage by shot. And maybe I don't want to see the whole alliance. Maybe I just want to see how much damage I did. I can change it to just Junebri. It's pretty fun to play with. So if you scroll down even further, here's where you can see all the details as it pertains to the battle log. So this is that screen that you see, and you scroll and scroll and scroll, but now it's sortable. You can filter and search over here with the search option. You can say, again, I just want to see attack events, and maybe I just want to see attack events from Junebri, and maybe I just want to see the very last round. And you can see how much damage Junebri did in the very last round. So that's how the battle log interface works, and it's fun to play with. Now we're going to move on to something new. So that's this button right here, and what it lets you do is compare individual battle logs that you've uploaded in the Spock's Club. You can see I've already brought up one battle log. This battle log is me using my Corvus and 5 Khan and Kang. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up here and push the compare button. And I'm going to search for another battle log, 5 Khan and Lorca. And because of the way I named it, I can filter it pretty easily. So what that does is it brings up this interface, and you see those two battle logs are sitting here side by side. The first thing you have to do is select which ship you care about. So in my case, I care about my ships. So I click that and I go through and I can see details in this graph, but also this table. And normally this hull damage is what's most important. And specifically the hull damage and how much damage I took. So you notice the first crew that we had up in the very beginning took 8 million hull damage, and the second crew only took 6 million. And that's probably because with Lorca we had one less round, but that's that could also be part of RNG. It's hard to say because there's only one battle log here. So I'm going to add another battle log, and this time I'm going to try Pike. So Pike, Spock, and Khan, and we'll do 56. So I click on that. You notice it added the third battle log. I have to make the selection of which ship I'm interested in. I do that, and now you see all three of these. Now if you go down to the very bottom, again, hull damage, 8 million in the first crew, 6 million in the second crew, and only 3 million with this crew. That's a significant improvement. Now we're going to go on to the next section of the battle logs in Spock's Club. So when you upload one battle log, there's a lot of RNG involved. When you compare one battle log to another battle log, you might have had 6 or 7 crits that you wouldn't normally get, and crew testing lets you upload hundreds of battle logs. So let's say you're interested in how 3 crews perform against each other. You go out and kill 5 or 6 hostiles using each of those crews, then you come back here and you upload all the battle logs. Spock's Club will take those battle logs and divide them into the crews that you used and show you details as to how each crew performed against the other. So we're going to start one here. I have some swarms that I can upload. So we're going to call this swarm testing. And we'll click start. And then what happens is it brings up this interface. And what's important to note here is that you might do 5 battles, upload 5, and then do 5 more battles, upload another 5. And then you think of another crew that you might want to try, and you come back to it an hour or 2 later and upload 5 more. You don't ever have to stop. It can be added to at any time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my swarm testing folder. I have 122 battle logs here. I'm going to drag those over to here and let Spock's Club process them. And you notice as you go down here, it shows, yep, there's 122 battle logs. If I uploaded more, it would just add to this number. And if I started using a different crew, it would add another column for that crew. Here you see the estimated kills. So this crew right here, I uploaded 77 battles for it, all against level 50 swarm interceptors. And it estimates that with this crew, I would get 94.3 kills per hull. While with this crew, I uploaded 44 battles, and it estimates that I would get 60.5 kills per hull. And the same thing is true for loot. It takes the loot and pulls that into the equation as well. So some more interesting battle logs or crew testing that I've done, maybe for my Sanctus. Let's see. If you use this quick filter at the top, you can find there's the crew testing for Sanctus. And here I uploaded 5 battle logs. They were all 54 miners surveys. And I was using different crews to see which one would perform the best against them. And you can see that this one's the clear winner, Spike, Spock, and Harrison, where with one hull on my Sanctus when it was tier 4, would get 96.7 kills per hull. So in all the battle log interfaces, at the very bottom of the screen, there's going to be this ability to start a crew test, and then this table where you can see all your battle logs. This first tab is your individual battle logs you've uploaded. The second tab are any comparisons that you've created. And the final tab are all the crew tests that you've done. In addition to this table at the bottom, at the top, there is a quick search. And this has all the battle logs in all 3 of these tables below. So here you can drop this down and it shows all your battle logs. If you're interested in a crew test, they're labeled as crew tests. If you're interested in a compare, they're labeled as compare. And it shows you small details about it, and you can just click on it. And with that, that's all the battle log interface in a nutshell. Thank you so much for watching this video and using Spock's Club. I hope you found it helpful. And as always,
Live long and prosper.